The most underrated part of health and fitness is sleep. I once heard a great man say, the most valuable part of training is rest. In some ways, rest is more important than training. That's from the words of Goku. If you know what I'm talking about, go ahead, hit the like button. But it's true. It's funny how like little cartoons like that will give you such real life advice. Like that's some real stuff. Rest is so underrated and it's way more important than people understand. Like I got a newborn baby, right? Baby was just born not too long ago, a few weeks ago. And the doctor told us that the reason why they're sleeping so much because when they're sleeping, they're developing, all right? Just like if you have like a toddler or something, when they're sleeping, if they want to have a lot of sleep a lot, they're deciding that they're just tired and they decide they want to take naps earlier, they want to go to bed earlier or sleeping longer, they're probably going through a growth spurt, right? Because one of your times when your body is doing the most growing is when you're resting, sleeping. This is why sleep is so important. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people don't know that as you be able to make your body more and more efficient, through the use of detoxing your body, eating foods that are higher on the pH scale, foods that are less processed and foods that are more natural of the earth, made in the likeness of God, that kind of thing. Foods that grow from the earth, mostly your body will become more efficient and you can actually get by with less sleep because your body takes less wear and tear because when you're not putting foods in it that cause damage, and only give you benefits more often, sleep isn't as crucial. And in fact, you can get away without as much sleep, I don't know if you ever heard of any people that they get by with just like 5 hours of sleep. I'm one of those people who only sleeps like 6 hours. Anything more than that, I feel like I'm sleeping the day away. I used to sleep 8, 10 hours a day on the weekend, when I was much younger, back when I didn't value my time. And at the same time, my mind wasn't educated and my body wasn't being fed nutrition the way it is now. I wasn't consuming spirulina at a young age. But I tell you what, my 4-year-old is. My 4-year-old loves spirulina, drinks it every day pretty much. I wish I had that kind of upbringing. So then I could get away with sleeping less. Who knows? I'd probably be sleeping 2 hours, 2 hours a day right now. No, I digress. I'm joking. But sleeping is so crucial. Sleeping is one of the most beneficial things your body can do, especially if you're someone who's doing a lot of physical training, whether it be working out, pumping iron, do a lot of working and running and stuff like that, or just daily stress throughout the day. Because one of the things that your body needs to do is it needs to repair. Your body can't repair if you're constantly doing things. There's a lot of side effects to not getting proper sleep. All right. You notice that sometimes people get excessive headaches and you take a nap and your brain feels better. All right. Another thing is when you have unbalanced hormones within your body, some of the crucial hormones within people's bodies that are causing them to have uncontrollable appetite and they don't feel full is their leptin and ghrelin hormones are out of balance. Right? Ghrelin is the hormone, it's the hunger hormone. Hunger hormone. It gives your body that feeling of being hungry. That's what gives your stomach that feeling early in the morning, especially if you're someone who's not used to fasting or anything. In the morning, you'll feel that feeling, and you're just like, oh, I gotta eat something. That's ghrelin. Even if technically your last meal was midnight the night before or 9 o'clock the night before, if you're someone who doesn't get much sleep very often, like say if you stay up all night and then you sleep maybe 3, 4 hours, your sleeping pattern is horrible and you have a crappy diet, you're going to be upsetting the balance between ghrelin and leptin because leptin is the counter opposite to ghrelin. All right. So leptin is like the good cousin to ghrelin. All right. So many people have too much ghrelin in their body and not enough leptin. A lot of people need to get more leptin in their body to counteract the ghrelin that's being produced by their body. All right. Because leptin is that hormone that lets you feel full and satisfied. But a lot of people don't know that not enough sleep actually suppresses the leptin and increases the ghrelin, all right? So it increases your horrible appetite, all right? It increases so many things that are offsetting your body, all right? Since we're talking about ghrelin and leptin, another thing, actually a few more things that upset your ghrelin to the leptin ratio is actually processed foods, bologna, sliced ham and deli meat and stuff like that, chips, crackers that come in pack, everything that comes in like a little box or something, a whole bunch of, if that's all you eat, your ghrelin and leptin can be set off, as well as fast foods, fast foods, fried foods, so if you're just getting takeout all the time, going to Mickey D's, going through the drive-through, that can upset your growing the leptin as well. And not to mention a diet that is predominantly acidic. Right? That means below like pH 6 on the pH food chart, right? So if you're eating foods that's like mostly acidic, like just meat, crackers, beer, coffee, alcohol, candy, a lot of sugar, all those kind of things, the things that you eat and it gives you a stomach ache, more than likely it's acidic. Cheese, milk, all those things are acidic type of foods, all right? And if that's all you eat, more than likely you're increasing the amount of ghrelin within your body, all right? But one thing that can help counterbalance that, besides eating proper foods, is going to be sleep, all right? Because a good amount of sleep not only helps to counter out the balance between your ghrelin and leptin within your body, but also good sleep is going to be useful for recovery. So if you're doing some crazy intense training, you want to be able to come back stronger the next day, right? You need sleep. Not just sleep, but you need to be able to take like maybe a day or two off. Because sometimes I notice when you just train and train and train constantly, it's almost like you're not really getting stronger because your body's sore and everything. But if you actually give your body time to rest, I remember times where I let my body rest like a few days and not even touch that workout at all. No push-ups or pull-ups or whatever for a few days. And you come back, it's like way easier. It's like, man, this is not as hard as it was before. Like last time you do your workout, it'd be a lot harder, and then you give your body ample time to actually rest and recover. You'll come back stronger. That's one underrated way for people to come back stronger. I tell you what, when you do that, it allows you to get more gains because now your body's fresh, it's recovered. Now you can hit the weights or your pull-up bar, your push-ups, whatever you're doing, so much harder. You can really get so much more in there and focus harder. The muscles are more stimulated. Just you can just get way better results. So I'm just telling you, you got to make sure you get plenty of rest. All right. And glory to God for enabling me to be able to convey this message to everybody out there. Not only for the people who want to hear the message, but also for the people who need to hear the message, because health is wealth. And also, knowledge is power. Don't forget that. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.